So today, we have MCU Captain America taking on MCU Iron Fist. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, after surviving a plane crash as a child, Danny Rand was founded and adopted by Kunlun elders and was taken to Kunlun. From there on, he was trained extensively every day alongside other students. After besting every other student, he was allowed to face the dragon Shao Lao. After Danny beat him, he absorbed his chi, becoming the immortal weapon, the Iron Fist. He's easily in peak human conditioning, being strong enough to send people flying several feet with his kicks and to punch a guy hard enough to flip him. He's tough enough to easily withstand being thrown around by Madame Gao, hits from Luke Cage and kept on fighting, and he's routinely withstood being sent through walls and through pieces of furniture and just kept on fighting as well. And he's fast and agile enough to flip over a speeding car at the last possible second and to even dodge bullets. He's also one of the best fighters in the entire MCU, as he has bested Davos, Colleen, Bakuto, several hand ninjas quietly and single-handedly, and he held his own well against Daredevil and Elektra, and all the names listed are extremely skilled fighters in their own right. He also has his Iron Fist punch. By channeling his chi into his hand becomes superhumanly powerful. It was able to easily bust down a reinforced metal door, destroy the front end of a semi-truck, to easily block bullets and bust through walls, and to even hurt and send Luke Cage flying twice, with the second time creating a shockwave powerful enough to send everyone in the room flying as well. In the other corner, Captain America. Steve Rogers was a very small and physically unimpressive man who wanted to join the military but couldn't because of his size. Once he was finally enlisted, he proved to everyone that he would stop at nothing to do the right thing every single time. Because of this, they allowed him to take the experimental super soldier serum, which turned him into Captain America. He's strong enough to easily lift a motorcycle with 3 women on it, keep a helicopter from taking off with his bare hands, and his craziest feat was holding back Thanos' hand, who's vastly stronger than he is. But this feat seems to be an outlier to his other feats. He's armed enough to survive bullets and stab wounds, blasts from Iron Man and Chitauri aliens, falls from tremendous heights, and even hits from Thanos, and keep on fighting from all of it. And he's fast enough to outpace speeding cars, easily dodge and block bullets, and keep pace with Black Panther and Winter Soldier. The MCU has made him out to be the best fighter in the world, as he has bested Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man, Red Skull, Spider-Man, his past self, several Hydra agents in a cramped elevator, and he's held his own against Loki, Ultron, Proxima Midnight, and Corvus Glaive, who are all physically superior to him. And then with his vibranium shield, he can ricochet off several walls to hit foes from behind, and this shield is virtually indestructible as well since it's made out of vibranium. And finally, he's a master marksman, strategist, tactician as well. So, I think it's safe to say, without his chi, Steve is physically superior. He's strong enough to easily lift a motorcycle with 3 women on it, throw another motorcycle hard enough to destroy an armored car, held and pulled back down a helicopter trying to take off with his bare hands, and to lift a support beam weighing several tons while injured. He's tough enough to withstand tremendous falls, being shot 4 times, stabbed in the leg, and a beating from Winter Soldier's bionic arm all in one fight, and attacks from Thanos, and just kept on fighting from all of it. And he's fast enough to block point-blank bullets with his shield, block 2 grenade launcher shots in just a split second, keep pace with Black Panther and Winter Soldier, and outpace speeding cars. But I believe Danny will be able to hang in there, because he's strong enough to send people flying with his kicks and to punch a guy hard enough to flip him, tough enough to keep on fighting after hits from Luke Cage and being sent through walls and pieces of furniture, and he's fast and agile enough to jump over a speeding car at the last possible second and to even dodge bullets. But Steve is still physically superior, with the only exception being reflexes and agility, and it's still really close in those areas. I'll get to Danny's chi later, but right now let's talk about fighting skill. Well, they're both easily 2 of the best fighters in the entire MCU, but I believe Danny is technically more skilled, because when he was in Kunlun, He learned and mastered a new fighting style almost every single day, and he was there for 15 years. Now, I know I did a video a while back listing the best fighters in the MCU, and I put Captain America at the top of that list. And I still believe that, because based off feats, he is the best fighter in the world, and he's taken this advantage. Like, Danny has bested or matched Colleen, Davos, Bakuto, bested several hand ninjas single-handedly, and held his own quite well against Elektra and Daredevil. That's very impressive. It's just not as impressive as Cap has bested Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Red Skull, Iron Man, War Machine, his past self, Rumlow, several Hydra agents in a cramped elevator, and has held his own against physically superior beings like Loki, Ultron, Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and even Thanos. The only person Danny fought remotely comparable to them physically is Luke Cage, and, well, he would have lost if it wasn't for his chi. And despite Danny knowing all those fighting forms, he usually sticks to just karate or kung fu, or a combination of the two, while Cap is a master defensive fighter because of his vibranium shield. Plus, he's a master at ricocheting off walls, which is something he isn't used to fighting against. Captain America is more skilled. But now I need to talk about Danny's chi, specifically the Iron Fist punch. Can it hurt and or kill Steve? And can it get past or through the vibranium shield? Well, it easily busted down a locked metal door, destroyed the front end of a semi-truck, created shockwaves in a floor of Rand Enterprises when he punched the floor, easily shattered a hatchet and a sword upon impact, blocked bullets, and even sent Luke Cage flying back twice, with the second time making shockwaves powerful enough to send everyone in the room flying, and to even kill people as well. I don't think it would kill Cap. Hurt him, send him flying, crack some bones, but not kill him. At least not the first hit, anyways. Because even Elektra survived it, and based on feats, she's not as durable as Steve. But Danny has to get past the shield first. Can the shield withstand a direct Iron Fist punch? Well, yeah, I'd say it can. It withstood grenade launcher blast, a massive hit from Mjolnir, and it took a few direct hits from Thanos' sword before it started breaking, and even then, only small fragments were chipped off. A direct hit would probably just create a shockwave. So, who wins? Well, a hand-to-hand fight between these two would be amazing to see, and it would be cool to see how his punch went up against Steve's shield. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with Captain America on this one. Well, he's taking the majority anyways, because I can see Danny getting a few wins. But Captain America wins the majority. Like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below, and please hit the notification bell if you did enjoy and all that great stuff. Peace.